spent a lot of time with the script and trying to find the whole journey myself. Not just reading the script and learning the script, and you can't just deliver lines. You have to relate to it personally, and finding that part of that personal attachment to the script is understanding where Johnny's come from and possibly where he's going to end up. And as you're going through this story, it's being able to relate to his past. That kind of brings you into the moment as well, and being able to listen to the person you're acting against. So a lot of it was time spent reading and understanding how these circumstances affected Johnny himself, and how they affect me actually personally, so I can portray it truly as the character.
I heard that you run and lift weights before every show.
I train 4 or 5 times a week. Yeah, it's a very physically demanding show, and I've found through doing some other physically demanding shows, like Starlight Express was a show I did, that when I stopped training and my fitness only became that equal to the show I was in, I came into more injury and fatigue and tiredness. So for me now, it's about being fitter than what I'm doing, because then that allows me to perform, to push and to perform to my max, and also be strong because I'm lifting a lot of the girls, Baby and Penny, and if something little goes wrong, like balance goes off and stuff, I have to be strong enough to be able to pull that back, and so it just keeps me on my game really, and I enjoy it. I like training.
Oh wow, it's the highlight of my show. As I've said before many times, Gareth is going to hear this. It's the closest thing to flying for me without cables. I mean, I go up into the air. I mean, Gareth is very tall, and I literally fly. It feels like I'm flying over the audience, and I get to, look at the audience and see them clapping and smiling, and that really makes my job worthwhile. So, and Gareth and I really have developed a good relationship on stage. So, I think that the whole show builds up to that momentum of the final lift, where we trust each other, we support each other, so. I think I've lost count of how many times, because when I found out I was doing Baby, I obviously stalked her in the film. I was like, oh my god, I've got to,
Went to America, found Jennifer Grey, stayed outside her house.
But
went through her garbage.
But as Gareth said, I mean, you can't be a carbon copy of, the characters in the film, and it's been fantastic, adventuring and exploring Baby as myself. The script does tell a story, but the first time that I remember I spoke to the director about it, and I was like, I know Baby now. Was when we were running the show for the first time, and I was building up that journey, and I was feeling exactly what she was feeling. Baby is a beautiful character, but I found a lot of Bryony in her. I've sort of gone back years in my life, because I'm 26 now and she's 17, so I feel that I do relate to her a great deal, because I'm from a small town. I grew up I grew up in a small town, so I was very naive and very narrow-minded, and my family situation, my parents are still together, so very supportive family, and with that, Baby is like that when she was 17, and so then her eyes are opened to a different world when she meets Johnny, and you have those experiences in life. Everyone's felt in love and sadness and disappointment. So.
I don't think we try to make them different. We don't try to make them different, nor do we try to be them.
Yeah.
It's about being the character and relating to it and understanding it.
And trusting the dialogue, trusting the story. You know, it's real people telling a real story, feeling real things. So you've just got to trust that and trust that process.
And the script is very similar, pretty much the same. So, you know, we're all on the same path. So inevitably, we Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze are telling the same stories that we're telling the audience on stage. So the characters are going to be very similar. The only things that are going to be different are personal connections, and slight personal interpretations, and you know how you relate to it. And so, you know, we don't. It's about living it.
Yeah.
A lot of energy and fun.
Yeah.
And a great love story.
Yeah, it's a I mean, everyone can come and relate to it. So, and it's a good night out. To, you know, everyone has watched Dirty Dancing and they know the film. So, it brings back a lot of memories for people, and the music, and it's just one big ball of fun.
Yeah, no, it's going to be, it's full of energy, and you know, it's iconic in itself, and everybody's fallen in love, and you know, fallen in love on holiday and had to go home at the end of it, and that's what it's about. It's just a feel good musical